The Mercenary is a powerhouse, simple to pick up, high in damage and required in many parties and raids thanks to its signature attack buff and debuffs. It is one of the best picks if you are looking for a class that is both effective and beginner friendly. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. If you are a working adult with limited playtime but still want to get most out of your Mercenary, this video is for you. Today I will walk you through how to build up your Mercenary so that you can clear more content without wasting hours figuring it out all by yourselves. Without further ado, let's begin this video. First of all, you should know that the Mercenary class deals physical attack damage and has STR as his main stat. To increase his damage, you will need to equip items that increases either the physical attack power, STR and AGI, because this stat also gives you some physical attack and more importantly, critical rate. Now generally, there are two different builds for a Mercenary player, which are the critical build and the attack build. The crit build focuses on getting as high critical rate as possible from your equipment and accessories while sacrificing some attack power to reach a critical rate of at least 68% or more. So why 68% and not 69%?
Nice.
It is because the maximum critical rate you can obtain in the game is 89%, but 68% is enough for you to hit the critical cap if you have an archer in your party. The crit build is recommended for most F2P players out there and low spenders because it is way cheaper to build. The second and more expensive build you can go for is the attack build. This build focuses on getting more attack from your equipment and accessories and gets crit rate from other rare sources such as third stat heraldries and perfect potential. The attack build is generally considered the whale build and will require much more gold spending to achieve the critical cap. But in return, the damage output of this build will be superior to the critical build. If you are a free-to-play or low-spending player, you should go for the critical build, while if you are a heavy spender or someone who has a lot of time to spend in the game, then you can go for the attack build. For a crit build, you should use wind suffixes for all your weapons, for all your armors and gauntlet, while using destruction for your axe and iron wand or tent on your glove for extra defense. Meanwhile, for an attack build, you should use bear suffixes instead for your armors and gauntlet, while still using the same destruction for your axe and iron wand or tent on your glove. Wind suffixes give you more agility stats, which mainly increases your critical rate and gives some attack power, while bear suffixes will give you more STR, which mainly increases your attack power. If you are going for a crit build, you do not need to have any hidden third stats from your heraldry. However, you must get a third critical stat heraldry if you are going for the attack build, which will cost you a lot more gold because of its rarity. The same goes for accessories. For an attack build, you will focus on STR stat accessories, which will be named after bear and destruction. The necklace you would use is the bear silvery necklace with STR and AGI as the main stat. The earrings you should use is the bear silvery earrings, also focus on STR and AGI, and finally completing the set with 2 destruction silvery Ana rings. Meanwhile, for the crit build, instead of using bear and destruction accessories which give you more STR, you will instead use wind and fatal accessories which focus on AGI and critical rate. The accessories you will use are number 1, wind silvery necklace with pure STR and AGI stats, wind silvery Ana earrings, also pure STR and AGI stats, and finally 2 fatal silvery Ana rings. You can buy these accessories from the trading house itself. With the main gears out of the way, let's talk about hidden potentials. For the weapon, secondary weapon and rings hidden potential, you should be aiming at getting attack power as the main stat with STR and AGI as the second and third stat. Some players, however, might go all the way out to get another potential with 17% critical rate, but generally that is too difficult to get, so just stick with STR and AGI unless you are going for an attack build and you desperately need the critical rate. Next up, for the armors, necklace and earrings, the best hidden potential to get is the STR, AGI and max HP potential. This is the same for both critical build and attack builds since there isn't any other potentials that are on par or better. Moving on to Heraldry, there are 8 core types in total for a F2P player and 3 optional ones for whales. The core Heraldry that you should be using are Destruction, Wind, Fatal, Bear, Iron Wall, Tent, Life Vitality, and Health, whereas the optional Heraldries are Ultimate and 2 other flexible plates with 3rd stat critical or attack power, depending if you have reached the critical cap. For the skill heraldries, my recommendation is to use number 1 rolling attack with attack percentage, whirlwind attack percentage, circle bombs attack percentage, and circle swing, also focusing on attack percentage to maximize your DPS. The next bit to talk about here is the skill build. There are a few skills that you should be really maxing out for your warrior tree. Number 1, tumble, because you need to reduce the cooldown to as low as possible. Number 2, dashing. Increasing the level of dash will increase your movement speed and will reduce the amount of mana points that is consumed every second. Number 3, physical mastery is very important to increase your max HP, and same goes for mental mastery as well, because if you do not level these skills up, you will find that dashing will consume a lot of mana points and you will be forced to use your mana potions in dungeons, which will reduce your overall DPS. Now, there are some optional choices that you can do for the warrior skill tree as well. I have seen some people not learning Rising Slash or raising it up to level 6 because this is mainly a PvP skill. So if you want to focus more on 1v1 PvP like the ladder mode, then be sure you raise this to level 6 because this will give you an additional hit which will make your combo much easier. However, if you are a player who does not even care about the ladder mode, then you can use your remaining skill points to level up your circle break instead to increase the amount of damage this skill can deal. Last but not least, all warriors should be learning this Highlander skill because it prevents your HP from falling below 1. Moving on to the mercenary tabs. So this is my current skill build. I have chosen Cyclone Axe instead of Gigantic Bomb because Gigantic Bomb I believe only hits once, and if it doesn't crit then your DPS is significantly reduced. As for skills that deal the most damage for a mercenary, this would be your Whirlwind, your Rolling Attack, Circle Bombs, as well as Circle Swing, which are the 4 main skills which I recommend you to buy the skill heraldries to increase their damage. As for the other skills, there isn't really any bad skills for a mercenary, so at least learn all of your skills to level 1, and for your buffs, just max out all of them. The Revitalizing Howl is especially important in the Manticore Nest against the Minotaur boss, where there is an yellow aura which increases the defense of the Minotaurs. Using this will remove the yellow aura buff and allow your party members to hit harder on the bosses. Next up, we have the Havoc Howl. The Havoc Howl will reduce the physical attack and the magical attack further for the opponents, which makes your party members less likely to die from enemy hits. Lastly, let us talk about the skill rotation for mercenary players. Generally, what I do in every single nest or dungeon is, number 1, I will buff myself and my teammates. Number 2, when the monsters appear, I will first apply all the debuffs that I have and then start dealing damage to the enemies. So it will look like this. First of all, buff, and then use my debuff with Taunting Howl and Havoc Howl to reduce the physical and magical attack of my opponents. And then after that, I can start using the skills with the highest damage. This would be my 4 main skills. Number 1, Circle Swing. Number 2, Whirlwind. Number 3, Rolling Attack. And finally, ending with Circle Bombs. Once all these 4 main skills are in cooldown, then I can start using my other skills. These other skills do not have to be in any sequential order, but I do want to say that it is recommended to spam your Circle Break because of its low 11 seconds cooldown and higher damage output. I usually rarely use Flying Swing unless I already have exhausted all my other skills in my first page. This is simply because of its slow charging time and its one-hit mechanism. To recap, you will first buff yourself, apply debuffs, and then start using all your highest DPS skills. Then follow up with Circle Break, then spamming all the rest of your skills. When you don't have any skills, just use circle swing, and maybe you want to add rising slash if you have rising slash, and that's pretty much it. If you don't have any other skills to use and you're okay with using your ulti at that point, then just follow up with your ulti and then your skills will pretty much be reset after that. And then you just rinse and repeat everything until you clear the nest. So I guess that's all for this video, guys. I hope this video has helped you to build your mercenary further. This is Zen, signing out.